Ibu Kota Nusantara, or IKN, represents Indonesia's bold vision for a new national capital. This ambitious project is taking shape in East Kalimantan, far from the bustling, sinking Jakarta. The dream is to build a modern, smart, and green city. At the helm of this colossal endeavor is Basuki Hadimuljono, head of the Nusantara Capital Authority, or OIKN. His role is critical, overseeing every facet of IKN's development. Recently, on May 16, 2025, Basuki provided a comprehensive update on the project's progress. He addressed around 1,000 property developers from Real Estate Indonesia, or REI, at the Menkyo 3 office in East Kalimantan. This choice of venue and audience underscores the significance of private sector collaboration. Basuki's direct engagement with REI is a clear signal of the project's inclusive approach. This essay will delve into the specifics of IKN's development, drawing heavily from Basuki's recent disclosures. We will explore the journey so far, particularly the transition from the foundational first phase to the current second phase. The initial phase of IKN's development spanned from 2022 to 2024. This period was crucial, focusing on establishing the essential groundwork for the new capital city. This involved creating core urban infrastructure from scratch in a previously undeveloped area. Key government office buildings and residential areas for civil servants and government ministers were prioritized. The State Palace was a landmark project within Phase 1. The Indonesian state budget, or APBN, allocated 58 trillion rupiah for this initial stage. Effective and transparent management of this budget was vital for maintaining the project's momentum and public trust. The successful completion of Phase 1 demonstrated the feasibility of this grand vision. It set the stage, making IKN a more attractive proposition for further investment and diverse partnerships. A major triumph of Phase 1 was the development of essential supporting infrastructure. Extensive road networks, including new toll roads, were constructed to ensure robust connectivity. Access to clean water was secured through the development of water systems and reservoirs. Comprehensive internet networks were established, recognizing the importance of digital connectivity. The State Palace and numerous office buildings for various government ministries and agencies were constructed. Residential facilities saw significant development, with several multi-story housing towers for civil servants and houses for government ministers completed. Basuki Hadimuljono summarized the outcomes effectively, stating that the first phase focused on building the urban foundation. Supporting infrastructure like roads, water access, and internet networks are now functional. This solid progress provides a robust platform for the subsequent, more complex phases of IKN's development. With the foundational work of Phase 1 complete, IKN has now entered its second phase of development, which commenced in 2025. The focus of construction and development will shift towards different, yet equally vital, types of governmental infrastructure. The primary construction targets for Phase 2 are legislative buildings, including facilities for the nation's parliament and other key representative bodies. Significant attention will be given to the development of judicial buildings, encompassing courthouses and associated legal infrastructure. A substantial budget of 48.8 trillion rupiah has been allocated for Phase 2. This financial allocation reflects the government's ongoing commitment to realizing the complete vision for IKN. Phase 2 also involves significant non-construction activities, such as preparing for the establishment of the IKN Special Regional Government, or PEMDASIS. As of May 2025, a number of essential facilities are already operational in IKN. Hotel Kubica, a 3-star establishment, and Hotel Swiss Bell, a 5-star hotel, are serving guests. 2 hospitals, RS Mayapada and RS Hermina, are fully operational, with RS Kemenkes awaiting its official inauguration. Several housing towers for civil servants and houses for government ministers have been completed and are inhabited. These facilities demonstrate that IKN is rapidly evolving beyond a mere construction site. The availability of quality housing is critical for attracting government personnel and their families to relocate. The fact that these diverse facilities are already operational underscores that IKN is progressively transforming into a living, breathing city. This early operational capacity is a positive indicator for the project's future. The ambitious development of Ibu Kota Nusantara is not solely reliant on the state budget or APBN. The Indonesian government has adopted a multi-source funding strategy to ensure long-term financial sustainability for IKN. This strategy involves a combination of public funds, private investment, and innovative financing schemes. APBN funds are primarily directed towards the development of core infrastructure and essential government buildings. Private investment is another cornerstone of IKN's funding model, with the government actively seeking investment from local and foreign private sector entities. The Nusantara Capital Authority, or OIKN, plays a key role in facilitating private sector participation. The involvement of Danantara, Indonesia's sovereign wealth fund, could provide another significant and stable stream of long-term funding. The strategy to involve the private sector in IKN's development is multifaceted and proactive. The Nusantara Capital Authority, or OIKN, is at the forefront of these efforts, engaging with potential investors from various industries. The government is offering a range of incentives to make IKN an attractive proposition. A key mechanism for fostering collaboration is the Public-Private Partnership, or PPP scheme, known in Indonesia as KPBU. KPBU allows the government to partner with private companies to design, build, finance, operate, and maintain infrastructure and public services. Several investors have already conducted groundbreaking ceremonies, signaling their commitment to projects in IKN. Investors generally perceive IKN as a highly attractive and promising long-term opportunity. President Prabowo Subianto has articulated clear and ambitious targets for Ibu Kota Nusantara. A key objective is for IKN to be fully functioning as Indonesia's political capital by the year 2028. President Prabowo has also stated his intention to have an operational office within IKN by August 2028. These presidential mandates provide a strong impetus for all government agencies, state-owned enterprises, and private partners involved in the project. The continuity of the IKN project is further cemented by its official designation as a National Strategic Project, or PSN. This special status ensures that IKN receives priority attention, streamlined bureaucracy, and consistent resource allocation from the central government. The development of IKN is also supported by a robust legal framework, with recent legislative steps integral to the broader transition process of relocating the capital's functions. The progress achieved in the development of Ibu Kota Nusantara is substantial and multifaceted. Phase 1 successfully laid the critical foundational infrastructure, including essential road networks, water systems, and the initial core government buildings. Phase 2 is well underway, focusing on constructing the legislative and judicial structures. The emergence of operational facilities such as hotels, hospitals, and occupied residential areas demonstrates that IKN is steadily transforming into a vibrant, living community. The IKN project involves meticulous financial planning that leverages diverse funding sources, including the state budget, private sector capital, and innovative partnership models. The unwavering commitment of the Indonesian government, spearheaded by President Prabowo Subianto and diligently executed by the Nusantara Capital Authority, or OIKN, is a cornerstone of this progress. The successful realization of IKN is expected to have a lasting and transformative impact on the nation's trajectory, serving as a powerful symbol of progress, innovation, and aspiration for many generations to come.